So good morning, everybody. Today's lesson is on Michaels. There are a few salient points. Number one, it is always a bid of the opponent's suit. It should always guarantee 5-5 in two suits. One of the suits, at least, should always be known. So we're going to start off with the most simplest version. Judy is going to open the bidding. I'm going to reveal the cards so everybody, including people at the table, can see. So one diamond by Judy. I have an opening hand with at least 3 diamonds. Now let's all look at Jake's hand. Jake has got 5-5 in the majors, and he's got a mini hand. We should play Michaels when we are mini or maxi. So we usually refer to that as mini maxi. Mini is less than an opening hand, so probably a max of about 11 points, because these days we're tending to open all 12-point hands. And a maxi would start at 16. So the reason for 16 is having a set number, partner knows that you've either got 11 at most or at least 16, if we're going to play it mini maxi. And you should have that agreement also with your partner. So here, Jake's got 4, 6, 9 points. So it's definitely a mini. Let's apply Mel's rule of 8 for a moment and see if it's a good idea to interfere. Certainly when we look at Jake's hand, if we ask ourselves a question, do I want to play or defend? We really want to play. That means that I want one of my 5-card suits to be trumps. And there's a good chance that partner has a fit with at least one of your suits. The way we do that is to bid both suits with one bid by bidding the enemy suit. So 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, one of the most easily recognizable bids in the whole of bridge. And now let's look at the south hand. Does Leslie want to take a bid? Well, she's certainly got 10 points, but she doesn't have stoppers in either of the majors. She doesn't really have a good fit with her partner. She's got a difficult choice of what to do. But she knows that 2 diamonds will not be passed out. So she can quietly pass and await developments. And so now all the pressure is on Marissa, who must take a bid. So for her, it's quite easy. 5, 6, 8 points. So even if her partner has 16, that's not really enough for game. So 2 hearts says, I have less than 10 points, and I prefer hearts to spades. If we were equal length in hearts and spades, we would always bid hearts. The idea being that if you bid hearts and it gets doubled for penalty, you can always retreat to spades and stay at the same level. So 2 hearts. And North has nothing to say here. And East, with his 9 points, is not going to bid. But Leslie knows that this hand really belongs to North-South because her partner has an opening hand and she has 10 points herself. So they have more than half the deck. But what should she do? She really has a dilemma. She certainly can't bid 2 no trump. Whatever she does, she is guessing. So I'm going to leave it up to Leslie to guess what she wants to do. Well, they have to take 8 tricks, which means that you have to take 5. So you have 2 short tricks yourself. You know that your partner probably has 2 short tricks. That's 4. Is that enough? You know that they've got 11 hearts. I'm sorry, they've got 8 hearts and you have 3, that's 11. Your partner has 2 hearts at most. Very difficult. So 3 clubs. Okay. Marissa, what are you going to do over 3 clubs? Okay. Judy? Pass. Okay. So is Leslie going to make 3 clubs? Well, Marissa is going to get at least 2 club tricks, and they're going to get 2 heart tricks. That's 4. And
And a diamond.
they might get a diamond trick somewhere along the way, and a spade trick. So 3 clubs can't make. What about 2 hearts? Can they make 2 hearts? Well, we have no heart winners, but we do have 2 spade tricks, and we have 1 club trick is 3, and we have 2 diamond tricks, which is 5. So my choice here, and they're only in 2 hearts, right? It's a very difficult decision. If they can make 2 hearts, 3 clubs down 2 is less than them making 2 hearts. So not a bad choice. I personally would probably have bid 3 diamonds, because if partner does not have both majors, she definitely has 4 diamonds. It's very difficult. But this is one of the beauties of Michael's, and one of the reasons for always interfering over opponents' bids, if at all possible, to get our bid on the table. Now, I'm a very conservative player, but thanks to BBO and seeing what everybody has and what they do, I am becoming much more aggressive, to the delight of one of my partners, not so much my less experienced partners. But that's the game. Okay, let's go on to the next deal.
Is there a minimum on the minimum hand?
I always think maybe 5 or 6, but think Mel's rule of 8. You should always have 6 points for these bids, I think.
Thank you.
Okay, so not much has changed with this iteration. So let's go ahead, Jake. Perfect. I'm sure that Leslie's going to pass. Now, Marissa has got quite a nice hand. If her partner has the big hand, they want to be in game. So how can she tell him this? Well, last time when she had like a little mini response, she just bid at the cheapest possible level. This time, she's going to jump a level to 3 hearts. Now, this does not say that she's got a limit raise. It does not say that she has 4 hearts. It says, partner, I like hearts better than spades, and I have at least 10 points. But Jake has the minimum. He's got a mini Michael's, so he must pass. So how do we fare this time? Well, it depends what is led. What are you going to lead? What you're going to lead is the ace of spades. I think everybody can see that. I'll remind you, if God is good enough to deal you an ace and king of the same suit, that is the opening lead. So let's go ahead and play this.
I'm unable to.
Marissa, I think you're the declarer. No, that's not the return. So, I can't give an undo. So I'm going to talk about this because this came up yesterday, well, in a discussion I was having with one of my partners. She was talking about another player who she'd been playing with, who she led the ace, and then she did not continue. And when her partner got in, she did not go back to that original suit. So here, why do we not continue spades? We can't play the king of, we won the ace of spades. Number one, our partner played a low card, which is discouraging. saying I probably have 3. Number 2, when there's such a good spade suit in the dummy, she doesn't want to do it. She wants to get any side suit tricks that we have, and make certain they don't go away and get thrown away on this Queen Jack 10. However, if you're lucky enough to hit your partner, as she did with the Ace of Diamonds, now the first obligation is not to return diamonds, but to return a spade. So that if we're entitled to the King of Spades, we take it before anything goes wrong and before it perhaps disappears, or something goes wrong. Partner doesn't know whether she can cash that King of Spades. If she's able to cash it, if it gets trumped, she'll play a low spade. If she cashes it, she can always cash the King of Diamonds, if indeed she has it. So that would be the correct play. So let's take that 9 of diamonds back, please, Leslie. You have to ask for an undo, as I'm not at the table. Okay, and return the spade. Now, which spade does Leslie return? She already played the 2. Now she must return what is called present count. She has 2 left, so she must return the higher of them. So the 9. Okay, now, how will Judy know how many spades Leslie had? Well, if she had the 9 and the 2 only, she would have played the 9 at trick 1 to encourage and to say, continue, because I can trump the 3rd round. But she played the 2 and is now leading the 9, so she has a 3rd spade. And now here comes the King of Diamonds. And I don't really like the 3 of clubs so much. I think it's certainly leading low from length, but you don't really want that suit back. So I would prefer that you lead the 7. And that's always a good sign to say, I haven't really got stuff in this suit. Now, please note, just for a second, Marissa, hold up, that Leslie has the Jack 10, 9, but she played the 9. When we're defending, we play the lowest of touching equals. So holding the Jack 10, 9, she must play the 9. But the declarer holding the ace plays the ace, the higher of touching equals, so that the opponents don't know who's got the king. So Leslie might think that since Marissa won the ace, that Judy has the king. So if Marissa had played the queen, it's very questionable. Now, I just want to talk about this trick as well. Judy had the king doubleton, so should she cover the jack? The answer is yes. When you have 2, especially when you can see the ace queen, most of the time you will cover. If you couldn't see the queen, you would cover, because you're not going to win it. She's going to run the jack and it will lose to the queen, perhaps, you don't know. But when you have a doubleton, you often, especially in no trump, you don't want to duck and have your partner win the missing card. And then yours is picked up and you can't stop the suit. So usually when we have a doubleton, we cover. Okay, so you're just in 3 hearts, so this made the contract. Well done, good stop. And you can see that even though Jake only has 9 points, we found a nice fit and we knew when to stop. These are some of the important principles of Michael's, knowing who's got what and how high to go. We certainly found a fit. How high do we go? Now this time, Jake has got a hand that is neither mini nor maxi. He's got 13 points. So usually when we have more than 11 and less than 16, so 11 to 15 or 12 to 15, we overcall our higher suit. So please ask for an undo, Jake. And this time you're just going to overcall one spade. So when we've got 2 5-card suits, we overcall the higher ranking one. And if partner doesn't like it, we can always bid 2 hearts, and partner can pass or correct a spades, whichever she likes best. So Marissa, what do you have in your hand?
I have 7, 9, 11. I have 12 points.
12 points. Do you have a fit with your partner?
No.
No. So he's an overcall. So for you to bid a new suit of your own, you must have a 5-card suit at least.
I don't.
You don't have that.
No.
So, but you certainly want to bid. So any ideas what bid would be appropriate?
1, 2 no trump, maybe.
2 no trump, I think.
But yeah, 2 no trump, I think. That's my bid. Yeah.
So 2 no trump says, partner, sorry, I don't have a fit with your spades, but I have exactly 11 or 12 points.
Because his answer to an overcall is never taken as Jordan to no trump. I'm sorry, as the other one, Jacoby to no trump.
Yes. If you had a fit with his spades, you would either bid it or you would Q bid 3 diamonds, 2 diamonds.
And we can go to 4, I think.
Well, no, it's not. That's not your choice.
It's not?
No, he said that he's got 5-5.
Okay.
Well, oh, I'm sorry. He did. Well, he's got both. You're still not exactly certain how good he is.
Yes. So what can I do?
I would bid 3 no trumps.
Okay, fine. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think I've got a better bid for Jake. So Jake, asked for an undo, please. Okay. So if partner's got 11 or 12 points, Jake knows that we have a game. Where does he want the game to be? He definitely wants the game to be in a major. So he knows that Marissa's got good diamonds, but he doesn't know about anything else. So he knows that she's got 11, 12 points. So I think Jake should bid 4 hearts and say, partner, take your pick. He knows that you must have some hearts because you bid no trump. 4 hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Because this says we have enough for game. If you've got 11 or 12, we have enough for game. And so we got there. So now the question is, are we going to make it? I can see that Vicky said, wouldn't Marissa's 2 no trump be Jacoby? No, it's never Jacoby when we start with an overcall. We have another way to show a fit. If he had opened a heart, I mean, if it had gone one diamond, 1 heart. Now Marissa has 9, 10, 12 points and a fit in hearts. She would bid 2 diamonds. And he won't know whether she's got 3 trumps or 4 trumps, but he doesn't really care. They would have found their fit and he would know what to do. Okay, so you're going to make 4 hearts. Well, 2 spade losers and a diamond loser. Oh, but maybe the diamond loser will go on the clubs. So no club loser, no diamond loser, 2 spades loser, and maybe a heart. So it looks like you'll make 4 or even 5. Somebody has said, why did East not bid 2 diamonds? Yes, because he has neither a mini nor a maxi. We began by saying that we play Michaels when we are mini maxi. Mini is around 6 up to 11, and maxi is at least 16. So when we have 12 to 15, we can overcall our 2 suits in turn. Okay, let's go on to the next hand. Perfect. This time Jake is back to his mini. Oh, we lost Leslie.
Could you send me an invitation, Rosemary, please? I
I'm
got
doing
knocked
it right now.
Thank you. Sorry. Thank you.
That you had gone. Perfect. Leslie has said, partner, I don't know whether you've got 3 diamonds or more, but I have a fit with you and I'm not selling out to them on them over there. I'm going to make it difficult for them.
Okay. Well, if I could beat, I would beat the hearts first, as you said, but I don't know if I can beat.
Well, but you've got 2 short tricks for your partner.
Yes. Okay.
And you don't really, you have not much defense against their diamonds. So I'm going to say one of my favorite phrases, behold the power of fit.
Okay.
When we have an 8-card fit in a major and we have a smattering of points, we want to support our partner. Judy quite rightly passes. Okay, so 3 hearts. We're going to make 3 hearts. Well, we have to lose 2 spades and a possible heart and 2 diamonds, but it depends what they lead. They're going to lead a diamond. So we're going to get 2 diamond tricks off the top. And actually she's going to lead the ace of spades first, because that's always good. And now there's going to be a spade ruff.
Right, exactly.
Okay. So you can see the 2, 3, and you can't see the 4, so you're not 100% certain. So you're going to carry it. Well, you might switch to diamonds because you're not sure whether this is high or discouraging or encouraging. So switch to a diamond. Up with the ace. And you sure want to get your spade ruff. So this makes it crystal clear. Down 1. So you get the rest of the tricks. So that was perfect defense. And 3 hearts down 1 means that north-south get plus 50. But if you hadn't stolen the bid from them, they might have been able to make 2 or 3 diamonds for 90 or 110. So this was a very good result for East-West. Now, this time, Leslie's got a different kind of problem She has 13 points, so she knows they belong in game, but she has no stoppers. So how can she tell her partner she's got a good hand with diamonds? Now, this is a very difficult concept. Basically, we're going to Q-bid one of the opponent's suits to say, I have a fit with your diamonds and a good hand, at least 10 points. So, but the opponent has promised 2 suits, spades and hearts. So you need to have an agreement. Certainly, if you were to bid either of those suits, your partner would think you need your head read. So bidding either hearts or spades at this point is going to be conveying information. Not that you have the suit, but you've got something different, and you're forcing her to bid. Bidding one of those suits, bidding spades or hearts, is always going to say that you've got at least 10 points. The question is, which suit says you have a fit and which suit says you don't have a fit? So I know what I play, but I've done some research, and there was a big discussion recently on a Facebook group called Bridge People. And if you don't belong to that group, you might want to search for it and join, because there's quite often some good discussions. And Jerry Helms often weighs in, and a couple of other people as well, experts, and you can always trust what they say. And I think it was Jerry Helms who made it crystal clear, recommending the way that I always play, which is the higher of the 2 invisible suits, 2 suits that were promised, the higher ranking one is always, if I bid that, it always shows a fit with my partner's suit. So do I have a fit with my partner's diamonds? I certainly do. Which are the implied suits? Spades and hearts. Which is higher? Spades. I'm going to bid 2 spades. Okay. So this always says, I have a fit with your diamonds and a good hand. And now upstart Marissa is saying, how spoil their fun. She's got a nice fit. She's got 4 hearts. So she knows they're safe at the 3 level. But now Judy is going to say 4, 7, 10, 11, 14 points. My partner promised 10-ish. I think, and she's got a good fit with me, I think there's a chance that we could make 3 no trump. I've got the spades well stopped, and I've even got a heart stopper if they need that. 3 no trump. I'll take my chances, go down fighting. And that's going to end the auction. So what is going to be the lead?
The Queen of Spades, right?
Well, that's a much safer lead as the Queen of Spades than anything else. So whoever suggested that did very well. Who was that?
Leslie.
Okay, that's a good lead. You don't really want to lead from this broken suit. If we can find partner will lead hearts for us. And we know who's got the King of Hearts in any case. So we have to hope that we can reach partner and put her to the test. Now, the big question is, who is the danger hand on this deal?
East.
East is not the danger hand.
Okay, wrong again.
West is the danger hand, because if West gets in, West can lead a heart. And your king will be mincemeat. So if you had 3, it wouldn't be so bad. You could duck and let it ride around to the jack. But if East has both the ace and the queen, your king and your jack are both sucked into its maw, and you have no heart tricks. So you cannot afford to let West ever get in. So let's count our tricks. We have 2 sure spades, and we have 5 sure diamonds. We think we've got 5 sure diamonds. We've got 9. As long as they split no worse than 3-1, we have 5 diamonds, and 2 spades is 7, and a sure club is 8. So if we play all of our diamonds and see what information we're given, what we know for sure is that East cannot have both. If she's got the ace queen of clubs, she could have the king of clubs, maybe. But we're going to play our diamonds first and see what we can do. So. Well, thank God for small mercies. So Jake has told his partner that he has no interest in hearts. So how did he do that? By playing the 5 followed by the 7. The moment of truth. Well, this play is not going to work. It might work because they've thrown away so many hearts. Okay, very good. So Leslie did a very brave thing. She threw them in with the hearts, but Jake had thrown away his hearts. So that was unfortunate because then they'll go down. If we throw away something else, 2 of spades, the 5 of spades, and keep the hearts, when you get in, you will be able to take 5 heart tricks.
Excuse me, please. We have 2 questions.
Okay.
Can you use Michael's on a 1 club opening? That's
Yes.
Daddy Lady.
1 club, 2 clubs, says both majors. 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, says both majors. I think I have some alternatives as well. Here we go.
Okay, second question, please.
Yes.
Please tell us what to put in the explanation box for either 2 spades, 2 hearts by South.
Cubids are never alertable unless they mean anything different from what's expected. So a cubid always means that you have a limit raise or better in support of partner's suit. So if your cubid means anything other than that, it should be alerted. There are other things. I'll talk about a different cubid in tomorrow's lesson on the same theme, which is leaping Michaels. And there it has a different meaning, but it's a widely understood meaning. So in bridge, we all understand that one no trump, two clubs is stamen. And the whole world knows that. And so we don't have to announce that it's stamen or anything special. And by the way, there's a whole new set of alerts coming out at the beginning of the year that'll be in next week's newsletter, telling us things that don't need to be alerted or mentioned any longer. So I haven't learned them. I can't share them with you today. I haven't learned what these things are yet, but they're coming. But so a cubid is not alertable. Some people call these invisible cubids. If you bid a suit implied by a Michael's bidder, because it's inferred that these are the two suits. They haven't actually been bid. So you may hear somebody talk about an invisible cubid. Now you should agree with your partner. If you bid one of the Michael's bidder's suits, what it means, which one is going to be a fit in the opener's suit. But I'm recommending, and experts do this, that it's always the higher of the implied suits, the invisible suits, because that uses up more space.
Rosemary, going back to the previous hand, how would I have known to play other than the heart?
Other than to discard the heart.
Right, correct.
Your partner, when you showed that you had both suits by bidding Michael's, your partner knows that you've got the Queen Jack, maybe Queen Jack 10 of spades, but you were unable to lead hearts. So she knows that you've got broken honors in hearts. So if she gets in, her job is to return a heart.
I see.
If you've established a spade winner, you can always cash that. But hearts you were not able to lead yourself because you don't have touching cards. So it's her job 100% to return hearts.
I see. Okay,
The
thank you.
suit that you could not lead for yourself.
Thank you.
Now here's a variation of Michael's. This time, North has opened one spade. And Jake is going to bid two spades. So at the very beginning of this session, I said that Michael's always guarantees 2 5-card suits, of which at least one must be known. So 1 spade, 2 spades always says, partner, I have 5 of the other major, and I have a 5-card minor. So this is very straightforward. The heart suit is known. We do not know which minor partner has. So Leslie has a nice hand. That is not the bid, however. We need to show that we have a limit raise or better. You've actually got better. You've got a full 13, but we show this hand by Q bidding. So ask for an undo, please, Leslie. So Jake is promising hearts and an unknown minor. You can't bid a minor because you don't know which one he has. So you're going to bid hearts. So 3 hearts. This is so strange. The partner will recognize that it's a Q bid of Jake's promised suit. He said, I've got 5 hearts and another 5-card suit. Leslie's bidding 3 hearts, the known suit, to say, partner, I have a fit with your spades and at least 10 points. So Marissa is off the hook. She doesn't have to do anything. She certainly doesn't want to bid 4 hearts. And now Judy's got 3 and 6 is 9 and 4 is 13. Should she go? Well, here's what a little bird told me, that when you have a singleton and your partner invites, you should go, because she also knows that Leslie is very short in hearts. So 4 spades, and she's going to know where the hearts are. If there's a heart lead, that's beneficial. And she's going to take her chances here. 4 spades. If she had bid 3 spades, Leslie herself will bid 4 spades. Okay.
Rosemary, I have a question.
Yes.
So I'm figuring Judy for an opening hand, a straight up opening hand, 12 or 13 points.
Mhm.
And 5 spades. So I look at my hand, I have, what did I say? I had 13.6. Yeah, I have 13 high card points. I have only 1 heart loser. I have 2 club losers, a diamond loser, and potentially 2 spade losers, but I don't think so. So why is it that you didn't want me to go directly to 4 spades? Because I know we have game value.
4 spades says you have 5 spades, a singleton, and less than 10 points.
Okay,
Always.
okay. Even over this stuff on the side.
Very importantly, over this stuff on the side.
Okay, okay,
Because 4 spades says I've got this very specific hand.
Okay.
5 trumps are stiff and less than 10 points.
I know that bid in another context. That's why.
It's in all contexts where there's interference. With or without interference, 4 spades is always that hand.
Thank you.
So here, the reason for bidding, Q bidding, is that your partner could have 18 or 19 points. So Marissa's got 4 points, that Judy's got 13. She could have Marissa's 4 points and have 17. And then there might be a slam here. She can look at her hand as well and figure things out and say that she's got 1, 2, 3, she's got 5 losers. So bidding the Q bid is very important.
Okay.
Here she has no interest in slam, opposite your limit raise. So she's just quietly bidding 4 spades.
Thank you.
Now, if you had extras, you could still look for it. Okay. So we're going to take that back, Jake. Undo that, please. So you're going to lead the 9. These days, if you don't lead a singleton, you don't have one. Very good. So, Judy, you're the declarer. What are you thinking? Now, this is an example of what's called a roughing finesse. Judy could have led to the queen, but she was pretty confident that that would lose to the king on her left in the east hand. So she chose to go up with the ace, as there was only singleton in the dummy. And now once she'd done that, the jack was led from the dummy. So the queen 10 were effectively equal cards. So the queen forces out the king. If the king had not appeared, she would undoubtedly pitch a losing club from the hand and then try the 10. And but here the king appeared, so now this 10 is set up, so she will ultimately get a pitch on it. So what next? You're in the dummy, Judy. Oh, Jake, why did you do that? Punish her. Punish her.
All right.
Okay. So it looked like a good way to get to your hand, but unfortunately, you have to ask yourself why he led a diamond. You know that he's 5-5. Did you think that that was from, he had 5 diamonds? I don't think so, not when there were 5 in the dummy, unlikely. So this might that's like a big scare. Okay, are we going all the way back? Uh-huh.
Put the king. Come on, the king.
So the bottom line is that if you want to play on spades to find the king, and you want to run the queen, etc., you should cross to the ace of clubs. That's a sure trick. You can be willing to give up a club and then run your queen of spades. You had queen jack 10 and let it ride, and that would be a very effective play. And you're going to lose a club. You've got the 10, you might lose another heart, but I think you'll make the contract. Nope.
Okay.
Now, don't you want to give your partner a diamond rough?
Okay, yes. Yeah.
Well, we made it. I didn't much like some of the things that went on at the table. It's not easy, but we can't throw away good cards. And Jake threw away a heart, and that allowed her 7 to be okay. So very difficult to remember everything.
Excuse me, there's a question.
Yes.
Maris asks, South has 6 losers and North open with 7 using losing trick count. Couldn't you just go to 4?
No, I explained earlier that going to 4 promises 5 trumps, a singleton, and 10 points. 1 spade, 2 spades, 4 spades does not say I've got a good hand. It says I have 5 trumps, a stiff, and less than 10 points. That is cast in concrete. When we have a limit raise or better, we show that by bidding the higher of the implied suits. So 1 spade, 2 spades. Jake showed hearts and a minor. So Leslie's bid is 3 hearts, 1 spade, 2 spades, 3 hearts to say, I have at least 10 points and a fit. And Judy bid 4 spades. So we got there. But there could be more on this hand, or there could be less. Judy might want to bid 3 spades and say, I don't have enough to go to game opposite 10 points. So the only reason we can jump straight to 4 spades is when we have 5 trumps, a total of 10 trumps. But that also implies that we have less than 10 points.
Rosemary, how would you even play that hand? Would you cross rough it or set up something?
It should not make, but the defense has to be has to hold on to certain cards.
Okay, but would you cross rough?
We always have to lose a club.
Right.
We always have. Oh, this is the new hand. We
Yeah.
have to lose a club, and we might have to. The king of spades we could pick up, and we
Yes.
would probably have to lose a heart. I like the way she played hearts, but then Jake has to hang on to his hearts,
Okay.
and you can't. And then you may not make it
Okay.
if he hangs on.
What is that? Oh yeah, it's natural, I guess.
Let's
Okay.
see the bid.
No, we're not going to
That-
do it.
No.
No,
I'll leave it there.
we're
I'm
not.
not understand here.
So, how many points do you have a fit with your partner's spade? Yes.
Oh, yes.
4, 6, 8, and a stiff heart gives you an evaluated limit raise. So we're going to bid 3 hearts.
Sorry.
Okay, 3 hearts.
Okay, my job was to ask for the minor. Well, how do I do it now?
You can't.
So I have to pass.
You have to
Otherwise, I would have said 2 no trump, no? To ask
Correct.
for,
yes.
but I can't. Okay.
Oh, so you think I should still go to 4?
I don't see why not.
Okay. Let's see. Make sure I get the right suit.
Okay. So we're not going to play out this hand. It's very similar to the last one. So she may or may not make it. She has to lose a diamond and a club. If she plays the clubs, if she leads a low club towards the dummy before playing the ace, East might duck. So in which case,
Get a diamond rough.
so she potentially has to lose a diamond and a club and no hearts and maybe the king of spades. So there's a very good chance of making this hand. Now this time Leslie does not have a bid.
Okay.
So Marissa can support, she has no hearts, but she can support either minor. So how can she find out which one her partner has? She told us a moment ago, she's going to 2 no trump that says, partner, which is your minor? And Judy has to pass. She thought that she would be showing two majors, but not on this list.
Right.
Okay. So he's got 5 clubs. Okay.
Okay, there's no point in going this way. Oh, yes. Do I say 4? Just in
Well, you
case.
might even say 5 because look, you've got
Yeah.
control of spades and hearts and great diamonds.
Yeah, this with the minus is difficult. I never know when to go to game with minus.
Well, how many losers do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losers.
Yes.
And 5 hands typically have very few losers.
Okay. Mhm.
So let's see what happens here. So let's look here. We're going to look at Jake's hand because he's the one with longer clubs. So he's got no spade losers, no diamond losers. One of his hearts will go on the king of diamonds. And then he's got 4 heart losers. So how can he get rid of them? Well, he can trump them. He might have to trump some hearts in order to set this up. He can see that there's a whole lot of hearts out. He's got 5. The opponents have 8 between them. He knows that North's got 5 hearts. So he knows that North can't be over roughing. So he's going to take his tricks in the outside suits first. So let's do that.
Is Jake who plays, no?
Jake is playing, yes. I don't think that's the best thing to do. I think you should let it ride around to your king.
And don't you have to play the high card from the short side anyway?
Mm-mm.
Well, when you're declarer and you can see that you've got plenty of transport back and forth, in a case like this, it's easier for him to do it this way. That's a very good rule to remember. The high card from the short side first. So now what you're going to do? I wouldn't do that. I would ruff a heart. I would ruff a heart now. Now I would play the ace of diamonds. And now I play the king of diamonds so that you can pitch a heart. Oh, that didn't work too well. So now what are you going to do? Okay, so you took your 11 tricks. Well done. So I'm going to stop recording at this point. I can find my toolbar. And I want to thank everybody